This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Nelson. 9-yard pickup on the play, it's now 2nd and 1. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Nelson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. He's changing the play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Working that left side now. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. Ready, go! Smacks him with the stiff arm. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for space. It's Mobley. There he goes. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Notre Dame right back to the line. Right at the line. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. On 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All the way! Touchdown, Irish!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right side, it's Mobley. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throwing. Carr. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Porter. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Mobley. Turning it on. Pass to 50. The 40. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Snags it and he's open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds a crease, it's Nelson. He's there to make the stop.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his right. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Mobley. They stop him before he can get to the 1st down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. 4th down, Carr. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end
It's first the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's Gilbert. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
To the air again, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it at the 15. And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Going over the top. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Running inside, it's Walton. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create.
But, and he's got room. The 50. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Carr. Out wide left, it's Walton. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're all over him. Avoids pressure on the right.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This time he's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Needs it here on fourth down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a deep grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
On the return, it's Mills. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Clinton. Unloads it left. Finds his man, it's Allen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Sends it back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. Out wide right, it's Mills. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Huskers have their offense in high gear, making the adjustment. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they tacked on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tells to run, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job
racing down the left side. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll try the right side. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he added the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. He beat two top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Clinton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Mobley. There he goes. The 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And some people might say that's piling on, and I get it, but they're not throwing the football all the yard. They're running the football, getting other guys in the football game. It's your job to stop it, and they're just adding stats to the stat column.